Buying a home should be exciting, but most people make these same 5 mistakes, and it costs them time, money, and peace of mind.
Before you start house hunting, these are 5 mistakes we see every week, and this is how you make sure you never make them.
My name's Mitch.
And I'm Nick.
And we're with Next Home Signature Real Estate and the Ragan team. One of the biggest mistakes that we see that buyers are having in today's market is going to be figuring out a budget.
That also means speaking to the experts that you deal with on an annual basis, such as your financial planner, your accountant. These are very important people in your corner that you need to speak to before doing so.
And that is even before talking to a lender. That's figuring out with mom and dad if you're going to be getting a gift from a family member, figuring out dad's incomes, anything like that. Talk to the people that are behind the scenes that help you on an annual basis, on a monthly basis.
And we can help navigate through all that, obviously. However, these are just another piece to the puzzle that we want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. So you're making smart and good financial decisions.
So the pre-qualification process is super important if you are out there looking to purchase a home. You want to do that early on in your process because then you kind of know what you're looking for. You can understand, hey, payments wise, this is what we can expect. Hey, down payment wise, this is what we can expect. And if you're currently owning a home, what does that process look like in order to get us into the next house? Well, your lender's going to need to know that situation as well.
Motion plays a huge role when it comes to purchasing a home. Number one, you want to factor in. We talk about price, we talk about location, we talk about condition. That's what sells houses, but that also is what helps buyers decide whether it's a good purchase or not. So all those factors make a huge impact on your decision.
And it's important to know as well that emotional decisions, about 50% of the time, buyers are actually making that large financial decision on what house they're going to end up in, all based on emotion.
What buyers really need to understand is us as agents and real estate professionals, we're your overseer of all the transactional details, we're the negotiator, and we're your consultant and advisor. And with that being said, there is over 200 different conversations that we have behind the scenes with different vendors and parties, from title to lenders to inspections. And these are just what we're involved with on a daily basis. And it's important for you to let your person that you're hiring, us, take the wheel for you to make those good decisions and oversee the largest potential purchase that you may ever make.
And it's important to note too that there's so many different people that are in behind the scenes. Yes, us as your agents, of course, but then you have lenders, you have title company, you also have contractors. Maybe you're getting an inspection done, your insurance, your accountant, your financial planner, if you do have one. That's outside of anybody who's involved in family, friends, all of that as well. So there's a lot that really goes into it, not to mention appraisers as well. It's a big one. So there's a lot that goes into it. It means a lot of things have to align just perfect for you to get you transitioned into that next place. Choosing a really good real estate team, not just a person, but a really good real estate team. So you could just be using one individual agent, like if it's just myself or if it's just him, but we're also in behind him. We're supporting him. We're giving him answers on things. We're there if he's not able to make it, and vice versa. So having someone that's going to communicate super well with you early on in the morning, late at night, is super undervalued and underlooked actually, but it does go a long way. But somebody who knows what they're doing in the negotiation process, they're going to map out a strategy for you, and they're going to be looking out for whatever your best interests are.
Speaking on behalf of your return on investment down the road, it's very important that you're not overbuying. We've seen other parties throughout the metro come to us saying, oh my gosh, I overpaid with this individual over here. And we have to do everything we can to make sure they're making a sound choice on the back end. So making sure the data, the numbers are accurate, they're making good, sound financial decisions on the upfront, so on the back end, they reap the rewards of benefit. If you're an individual that's looking to buy or sell, the first thing you can do is, number one, talk with an expert that knows the data, that knows the market, that knows what's coming, right? Is it going to be dark, murky waters on the other side, or is it going to be smooth sailing? So talk to someone that knows the market better than anybody, and that's where we come into play.
What exactly do you want? What's the time frame for you? What are your goals? And then we're there essentially to be a resource, of course, to give you all the data that he mentions, but also to ask a ton of questions. You know, we want to get to know you more. If we do already know you super well, then we can kind of dive into showing what we do, right? So it's super, super important, and it's going to help you guys get into the next phase of your life. So if you're thinking about buying or selling, let's make sure you're doing it the right way.
Reach out to the Ragan team, and we will guide you every step of the way and help you avoid these 5 costly mistakes.